extremely powerful. When I say extremely powerful, beyond our imagination. He is powerful beyond our imaginations and extremely wise beyond our imaginations. Why do I say that? Just look at the solar system. And this is what Isaac Newton was talking about. Isaac Newton, who was a physicist, who was an astronomer, he looked at the solar system.
The argument from design.
The argument from design. The old argument from design, as I said, the clockmaker. I mean, I'm not going to use the clockmaker argument because it's been unfortunately the atheists have made it into a joke. They've made it into a joke, right? They say, oh, it's too simplistic, it's childish, but actually it's not childish. It's not, no. The simplest arguments are the most powerful ones.
I believe our brother Paul Williams, he was using examples of that on his YouTube channel where he'd take pictures of animals or of things in nature which are so profound, and he'd write no design sarcastically, just to make people think a little bit.
Just look at the peacock.
Looking at, right?
Just look at the peacock. Peacock comes from an egg. It is an egg. You break it, there's liquid inside. You know when a peacock lays egg, you go and break the egg, there is liquid. But when it hatches and when it grows up and when the tail, the male peacock, when the tail comes out, you think, no design?
How could that have evolved?
Listen, this doesn't make sense. I mean, I was having a discussion with an atheist here in the park. I asked him, if you saw a cloth, a piece of cloth, and it had patterns, square, okay, two different colors, and they lined up, would you say this is an accident or someone weaved it? He said someone weaved it. Why? But I said peacock's tail is a lot more sophisticated than this pattern. And you're saying that's an accident? Or that's just evolution?
You know, brother, I really think it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who opens people's eyes to this. Because you could preach to an atheist about this sort of thing all day long and they still wouldn't accept it. Through reason and logic.
I believe the issue is hedonism. Hedonism. Okay. A lot of atheists, they are too comfortable with their life, godless life. They don't have God in life, live careless life. You don't have to worry about the boss above, okay? But when the reality hits you, what we call death, I'm sure Richard Dawkins is worried right now. He's very old. He's nearing his end. You know, eventually he's going to die. I'm sure Christopher Hitchens, when he was dying, I'm sure he was shaken.
He must have thought about it. Pascal's wager. He must have thought, well, why don't I just accept God now?
Exactly. So it's not as simple as I am a brave atheist, I'm going to die and nothing. No.
Well, the argument I always give, brother, is about the drowning atheist who's alone. He's somewhere in nature. There's no one around. He's drowning. Who does he call to save him?
God save me.
Who else are you going to call? You're not just going to drown. You're going to call for help.
And you know, this happened to a lot of people. You know Cat Stevens?
Yes, I've heard of him.
Yusuf Islam, You know what happened to him? Why he changed?
I don't know. Tell me.
At the peak of his career in the 70s, when he was a superstar, he was no less than Beatles. Even to this day, I don't agree with it. He's doing concerts, and he thinks by doing these concerts, he's softening people's hearts towards Islam, right? People can see the softer side of Islam. I don't agree with him. May Allah bless him. May Allah guide the brother. May Allah subhanahu. I love him. I love him. Absolutely. But he has a different view. No problem. Okay. But how did he come to Islam? He was swimming in the sea, and he was drowning. He started to drown. He shouted at that point that, oh God, if you exist and if you save me, I will work for you.
What faith? What faith?
And then he was thrown out. I mean, these are his words. I'm not making this up. Okay, this story may, it may sound a bit crazy. He was thrown out. Thrown out of water. He survived. He didn't drown. I mean, he said, when I was drowning, that's what came out of my mouth. Oh God, if you exist, save me and I'll work for you. Right? He survived. He came out, and he goes, one day he was walking near the Regent's Park Mosque. He just walked in and he took the shahada. He just walked in and took the shahada. Why didn't he become a Christian? Why didn't he become a Jew? Why didn't he become a Buddhist? The question is, God who saved him to work for him for whatever reason, however.
But what was it that drew him to Islam? Was there anything about it?
I don't know the details. I mean, he's talked about it. If you go online and Yusuf Islam, his Islam and how he accepted Islam, if you watch his interviews, he talks about it. So look, everyone has a different reason or different experience with God.
Yes.
Every single person who comes to Islam has a different experience, a different route to Islam.
Yes.
So they come independently, but eventually when they are seeking, they end up in the same place.
Yes.
Because they are sincerely seeking the truth, they're sincerely seeking God, and they find Him.
Yes.
They find Him, and then after that, it is only getting better. Okay, there is a struggle. Every single step as a Muslim, you'll find struggle to cope with some of the rules, or sometimes you think, subhanallah, it's overwhelming. But my advice to you as a new Muslim is, don't let Islam overwhelm you.
I have felt a little overwhelmed.
Don't impose all of Islam on you, because that's not going to happen.
Yes.
Move slowly.
Yes.
And my advice to all Muslims, new Muslims out there who are listening to me right now, is that don't impose Islam on you. Let Islam guide you into this journey gradually. Grow gradually. Of course, fulfill all the basic requirements, which is prayer, which is charity, and all the basics, right? 5 pillars, right? But then move gradually, move slowly, grow slowly. As they say, slow and steady wins the race, right? Okay.
And the Quran was revealed over 28 years.
Yeah,
so it shows us.
Absolutely. And when you move too fast, when you become an extremist, in a good sense, I mean, extremism is never good, by the way, it's never good.
Okay.
Extremism of any type is absolutely forbidden in Islam.
Right.
Ghulu, what we call ghulu, the Arabic term is ghulu. Okay, ghulu is absolutely haram in Islam. Ghulu in anything, extremism of any form or any
That could be
shape.
being overzealous about
Exactly,
something
because what
within the
happens,
religion.
you have a burnout.
Yeah.
The energy runs out, you get deflated, and then you realize, hold on a second.
And then Shaitan starts whispering in your ear.
Exactly. So you have to move gradually, slowly. Don't become part of a cult. Don't join a cult. Okay, don't join one particular understanding of Islam. Stick to the Quran and Sunnah, as we discussed earlier. Quran and Sunnah, and stick to orthodox teachings of our great scholars, our great sages, who have produced thousands of volumes to make the path clear to us, right? But don't become an extremist follower of a cult. Any cult. When I say cult, a personality cult, or a school cult, or one particular understanding cult. Be open to Quran and Sunnah, and make sure that whatever you follow is supported from the Quran or Sunnah, or the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, their understanding, because they were direct disciples. They learned from the Prophet directly. They understood Islam better than all of us put together. So it has to be your actions and beliefs have to be rubber stamped from these sources, Quran, Sunnah, and the collective action of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the true path. Other than that, some people, even using this slogan, might call you to their cult. Don't enter the cult. Don't fall for the bait.
And how do we identify cults or a sect that is
when people move in packs?
Okay.
When people move in packs, when people move in a group, and it is a kind of gangster mentality. And I'm saying anyone who moves like that. I'm not specifically talking about one group in particular. Anyone who moves like a pack, and if you're not part of the pack, you're an outsider. This attitude is absolutely discouraged and is actually abhorrent. It's not Islamic. This cult mentality, where if you're part of the pack, you are one of our brothers, and if you're outside of the pack, okay, you may be very close, but you are outside. I mean, look, there is a pack, and there is someone standing next to you, 1 foot away, or someone 10 feet away, another one 20 feet away. These are all your people. These are all your people. Some are closer, others are not. But because they are not inside the pack or within the circle, you don't consider them one of your own, right? This is what I call a cult. Okay, so that's the sign, that's the signal. People moving in a pack and making you
following a particular sheikh or
listen to different sheikhs, because this is how people found the beauty of Islam, the colors of Islam, right? Be very careful about beliefs, wrong beliefs. People will try to teach you things in the name of Islam, and they have nothing to do with the Prophet's life. The Prophet never taught them, he never did them, and he never promoted them. And people have made up things in the name of Islam, and they're practicing them as Islam. It's not Islam, right? So following one sheikh or two sheikhs or three sheikhs can often lead you into some kind of pack mentality. So be wide. If someone is clearly dodgy,
on the wrong path,
you don't need to listen to them.
Of course.
Okay, there are scholars who are in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road kind of scholars,
Yes.
Listen to them, and if you feel something is wrong in what they're saying, you have to ignore it. Okay, take the good and leave the bad.
So when you say middle of the road, I take it you mean neither too liberal nor too extreme, but following the Quran and the Sunnah.
Yes, absolutely.
As moderately as.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I say extreme, don't impose the rulings of Islam and don't be harsh with yourself, right? If you fail to, let's say, perform a duty diligently, don't be discouraged. Always try your best to keep up. And when you do that, do it with love. Enjoy it. Enjoy your worship. Enjoy your prayer. Okay, it's not a burden. It's a continuous struggle, by the way. You're gonna grow into it, right? But don't impose it on yourself as a ritual. Enjoy the spirit of salah. When you pray, think of what you're saying. Okay,
repeating the surahs.
Yeah, exactly, and repeat slowly and think about it. That salah is better than.
Yes.
Okay, that
just over and done with.
Yeah, this is a ritual.
Yes.
There is a difference between a ritual and a worship. Okay, a ritual is simply you're just doing physical rituals and you're walking away. Okay, this is a physical exercise. You're burning your calories. You're burning yourself, but you're not getting any benefit, right? It only becomes beneficial when you actually take it in and think about what you're saying. Talk to Allah. Talk to God, and you will see He will respond in ways you will be shocked. You just have to talk to Him. You have to give your heart to Him. Oh Allah, you're the only one I reach out to. Listen to me. Please respond to me. You will have something. You will have an experience. He will show you I am watching and I'm listening. You will have a personal relationship with Him. That's when you want it. But if you're just doing rituals, so don't let Islam, actually this is what the Prophet said, don't let Islam overpower you. Okay, you need to overpower Islam. In other words, slowly, gradually. Okay, when you impose all of Islam on you in one night, it's not going to happen, because it never happened with the Sahaba. Okay, they struggled with certain things, and it took them decades before they reached a level where they became the torchbearers of the Muslim civilization.
What you're saying is something I've heard in common with many of the brothers I've spoken to, and even some sheikhs I spoke to said exactly the same thing as what you're saying. You should take it slowly. You should understand what you're doing. Don't be led astray. These sort of things.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's a beautiful journey. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Live like a traveler. You know a traveler, who's a traveler? Someone who's
enjoying the journey.
Exactly. Like Marco Polo or Ibn Battuta. I'm not saying follow them, but I'm saying live like that. You know, go in different cities, different places, and see the beauty of this creation of Allah.
Life is the journey.
Exactly.
And Jannah is the destination.
Exactly. Absolutely. But when unfortunately, when people adopt a very, how can I put it, a very rigid, cultic understanding of Islam, they cease enjoying Islam. The enjoyment stops, because now you are in it for the wrong reason, and that's when people start defending the cult instead of enjoying what they believe in. So it becomes
about money or power or
not even that. You may be sincere with your cult. You may be sincere with your personality cult or the school cult or the understanding cult. You may be sincere with it, but you stop enjoying the worship of Allah. You're spiritually redundant. Spiritually, you're empty, right? Because you're always fighting. You have a very hard heart, and you want to put people down. You want to show them why they're wrong. You don't want to show them why you're right. Okay? And how do you show them why you're right? Not by theory, not by reading verses in front of them or reading information, by showing them in your person, in your personality, through your character, why you're right. Then if people see the beauty of your character, they will ask you themselves, why are you right? Show us what makes you like that, and then you will show them. Okay, this is a very important balance we need to have in Islam, you know. So there's so much we talked about, unbelievable, you know.
We covered a lot,
and you don't feel like you're going on for so long. Thank you guys for your attention and your contribution. And brothers and sisters, the basic point here is to make dua for our brother, He has accepted it today?
Monday.
Monday, Allahu Akbar. And he's well read already in Islam. He was researching Islam. He accepted Islam on Monday. And may Allah give him strength. Make dua for him sincere. Raise your hands tonight wherever you are and make dua for the brother. May Allah give him the strength and the courage to become a da'iyah. Become a da'iyah, a caller to the truth, a caller to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah is the most important entity in our lives. So we need to call to him, inshallah. Jazak Allah Khair. Thank you so much. Brothers, you can